Greetings YouTube, I hope you're doing well today and thanks for tuning into this video. I wanted to go ahead and talk today because I've received a lot of questions about exactly how I have been able to build a 750k roster and really just in general the strategy behind when you get to a certain point in the game where you have a lot of 4 stars and some 5 stars, maybe even a couple of 6 stars, and just how to prioritize your strategy so that you are maximizing the output in the game while minimizing the stress. So I want to go ahead and bring up my roster to start this video. And I try to do this every couple of months, but really it probably goes for, I don't know, about 3 to 4 times a year I end up doing one of these. And very fascinating to see that the menus have changed. And the new pause menu is going to take a little while to get used to, but regardless, we are going to sort our hero rating from best to worst. And I honestly still think, at this point in the game, Blade and Stark Spidey are the only 2 champs that I would have to rank 5 right now. Obviously, I don't have a 5-star Stark Spidey. I'm hoping at some point to open him, but I am currently 0 for 54, and I'm sure soon to be 0 for 57 or 0 for 58 after I've opened all the 5 stars in the next week that I got from July 4th's deal. But what I see a lot of people asking me for, and I'm just going to start this video talking about each class. When you are trying to maximize your ability to progress in the game, you really want to break each class down and target just a specific few champs. And you've got to realize that 90% of the champs that you open in any star are not going to be used. And if that's the case, you don't want to waste resources on champions that are just arena fodder. And you just need 16 champions to worry about ranking up in the game. Why 16 champions? Well, we know you need 5 for questing, you need 3 for Alliance War Attack, 5 for Alliance War Defense, and 3 for Alliance Quest Attack, which makes that magic number of 16. Now, the Science class has improved in the past year, but it is still the weakest class. And when it comes to the champions that you want to worry about ranking up, I still think, and Captain America Infinity War, who I don't have, but I keep forgetting to talk about, is certainly in the discussion for people you immediately want to rank up as soon as you open them. Because I have seen so many videos from awesome subscribers that have sent me just these unbelievable gameplay footage videos of Captain America Infinity War destroying people in so many different contexts. So traditionally I wanted to touch on that because in my last class by class rank 5 video I missed him, and that's just my bad. But really, I would only rank up 1 or 2 champions per class for defense. You really want a champion that does both. And that's why someone like Void is so amazing, because Void allows you to have this fantastic attacking champion that can handle so many amazingly difficult nodes in Alliance War, like Masochism, and still provides a great defender as well. Now, when it comes to, let's jump to the 5-star class. And for this, we are going to sort and not just have a filter of one class, but a filter of all classes. When it comes to 5 stars, they take an insane amount of resources. And we know this, right? We know that it takes 5 Tier 1 Alpha. And I will say it's weird because 5 stars take less Tier 4 Basic than I would think. So for those of you who are just now starting, you know, if I was to say upgrade this Luke Cage, it's kind of amazing that I need only 2 Tier 4 Basic, but 5 Tier 1 Alphas. I still don't really understand that. But in general, I'm going to preach one major theme in this video, and that's patience. I don't like to spend on this game. And so the arena is my way of basically donating my time to get a combination of battle chips, units, of course, the battle chips turn into hopefully more units, and then premium disappointment crystal shards and boosts. And the arena is the secret if you are starting out in this game and you want a rating like mine someday, to just get in the habit of grinding in the arena and maximizing the teams that you go for in arena. So for this part, I want to talk about my 4 stars specifically, because I have done my best to rank up synergy teams, and I do like to rank up 4 stars to rank 4 specifically for arena synergy teams. I did this with Electro, Spider-Man, and Venom, one of my favorite synergy teams that I use to build upon my infinite streak every single week. And I also have done my best to try and really maximize the PI with my mastery build, which I'll do a separate video on this week, kind of updating my mastery. But if you don't have the patience, you really want to do your best to just do one arena at a time. And if you have a lot of 4 stars, I would do the 4-star featured arena. If you have 5 stars, and certainly at least 10 to 12 5 stars, I'd concentrate on the 5-star featured arena. But you want to get that infinite streak that builds. You also never, ever, ever want to sell champions, and I cannot say that enough. I also wanted to point out, because I have received this question in the Mystic class over and over again, especially in the past week. Who should I awaken first? Magic, Ghost Rider, or Dr. Voodoo? The top 3 champs you see in front of you. Now that I just got my Ghost Rider to rank 4, what? I think Magic and Ghost Rider are still fantastic champs unawakened. But Dr. Voodoo unawakened is very, very average. So, remember, if it's a 5-star, Voodoo first. But if it's a 4-star, I'm still going to say Scarlet Witch all day, because you can't get her as a 5-star or a 6-star, hopefully yet. I'm still petitioning Kabam. There's no reason why we shouldn't have at least a 5-star version of Scarlet Witch, Black Widow, certainly Doctor Strange, somebody who's still neutered from patch 12.0. You really want to make sure that you use those Awakening Gems on people that go from average to gods. If they go from demigod to god, not as big of a jump. And that's something that I hate to see people not do that. I'll give you an example. So if we go to the Cosmic class, I've seen a lot of people who have just assumed that they need to automatically awaken their Hyperion, which Hyperion is better awakened, but he still has so much of his utility without it. I actually think, and this might be a little bit of a hot take, if you had a choice between awakening Hyperion and awakening somebody like a Captain Marvel, I'd do Captain Marvel first, because her entire signature depends on her entire strength, I should say, depends on her signature ability level, whereas Hyperion doesn't. But of course, I was able to naturally awaken my Hyperion because I still have never gotten a Cosmic Awakening Gem. I have no idea why that is. Just keep getting those science, because that's my curse in this world of ours. I also want to point out, when you continue to progress, you want to make sure that you are actually ranking up all of your 3-star champions, because I think for the value of time, the 3-star arena is the best for your time for units, premium hero shards, and milestones. And a lot of people don't talk about the 3-star arena, but I still play it every day, and it is something that I take pride in doing. And you can see the majority of my 3-stars, over 100 3-stars, are maxed out. And that is something that has really saved me so much in the game. And those 3-stars also really add up with their max Sig crystals to getting 4 stars, and then of course 5 stars. So those are just some kind of random tips that I wanted to throw together as my latest goal, to be at 750,000 as I push to 800,000. Not that that'll mean anything different, but it's kind of cool to say. And really my dream is to awaken my Ghost Rider now, and I worry that the only way I'm going to be able to do that is to 100% Labyrinth of Legends, which I don't really want to do until I get a Stark Spidey. But in the meantime, he's still a very good champion, unawakened, and at rank 4 is doing some insane damage. So if there is a specific video, let's say you're new, right? This is your first week playing MCOC, you have no idea what's going on. If there's a specific video you would like me to see, or you would like to see me create, comment below and let me know, because I'm always trying to help out people, and I've noticed there's just a lot of new people playing this game. I think maybe the new Avengers movie had some amazing marketing, and so a lot of people downloaded the game and they're just kind of lost. And I want to be that person that helps you not be lost, because when I started this game, this was before most of the MCOC YouTubers out there. I was so lost, and I had no idea what a linked node was. I didn't know how to rank up champ. I saw ISO and was like, what the heck is that? So there's just a lot of things I think we take for granted in the community that we don't know until somebody tells us. And I just want to point this out. There are no stupid questions. I've had people message me and say, I'm so sorry, this is probably a dumb question, but why is this Alliance Quest map always difficult for me? And I actually have to sit down and explain, like, it's because you're attacking nodes that are linked, and so you have degeneration every time you fight, so you're losing health per second. And if you would just wait for that person in your alliance who apparently never gets on or doesn't move when they start, because that person will drive you more crazy than anyone else, basically you're being screwed over by the person in your alliance. So questions like that, don't be afraid to ask them. That's why I'm here. I can't always promise I'll get to them right away, but I try to make myself as available as possible because I know how important this game is, and I want to be able to help because I am a professor and I like to teach people for a living and even just as a hobby. So thanks for watching. I hope there were some tips that gave you some ideas. I know at times it was a little bit random, but hopefully the entire thing was more like a fantastic gumbo more than a disgusting mess that you'll never eat again. Not sure how I feel about that analogy, but I'm signing off now. Have a great day, YouTube.